Why did your parents disown you? My family built their fortune on a simple rule: pure blood stays pure. But what they really mean is white stays white. For 5 generations, we only married within our ethnicity, creating what my grandfather called the perfect genetic legacy. Family portraits lined our mansion hallways like a eugenics museum, each face the same shade, each couple carefully selected to maintain our superior bloodline. Growing up, I watched my cousins get arranged marriages at 18 to preserve what my grandmother called our racial integrity. She would stroke my hair and say, "Your children will carry the pure essence of our ancestors, never contaminated by inferior genetics." At family dinners, they would rank other ethnicities like dog breeds. My uncle would slam his fist on the table and declare, "Mixing some other color with ours is like putting mud in champagne. You destroy something beautiful forever." My father would nod and add, "Our DNA is a masterpiece. Why would we let some mongrel bloodline ruin centuries of careful breeding?" They spoke about mixed-race children like they were genetic disasters, calling them half-breeds and biological mistakes. When my cousin Elise brought home a Hispanic boyfriend in high school, they literally burned her photographs and told neighbors she had died in a car accident. The summer I turned 22, I met Leo at my job teaching art classes. He was black, brilliant, and made me laugh until my stomach hurt. When he walked into my classroom that first day, something shifted in my chest like the sun coming up. We started with coffee, then long walks, then falling asleep on the phone talking about everything and nothing. For 3 months, I lived a double life, making excuses for why I couldn't bring him home, why he couldn't meet my family. Leo never pressured me, but I could see the hurt in his eyes when I changed the subject. Everything came to a head when my father announced my engagement to Henrik, a Danish businessman whose family had been purebred for 7 generations. Henrik flew in for dinner and spent the entire evening talking about racial genetics like he was discussing livestock. He told my father, "Your daughter has excellent bone structure. Our children will be specimens of Nordic perfection." Then he grabbed my chin and examined my teeth like I was a horse he was considering purchasing. That night, I called Leo and told him everything. Instead of running, he said, "I love you, not your family's approval, but this is your choice to make." The next morning, I picked up Leo for Sunday family dinner. My hands were shaking so hard I could barely drive, but I knew if I didn't do this now, I would spend my life in a cage made of other people's hatred. When I walked through the front door with Leo, my grandmother literally screamed like she was being murdered. My father went purple and started shouting, "Get that thing out of my house before it contaminates our bloodline." My mother fainted dramatically, claiming I had given her a heart attack. Henrik stood up and declared, "The engagement is off. I will not marry damaged goods who has been polluted by inferior DNA." My uncle grabbed a fireplace poker and started swinging it at Leo, screaming, "You will not destroy 5 generations of genetic purity." Leo dodged the first swing, but the second one caught him across the shoulder, leaving a gash that would need 12 stitches. While Leo bled on their white marble floor, my father was on the phone with lawyers, cutting me out of the will. My grandmother threw her diamond necklace at my face and shrieked, "You are no granddaughter of mine, you race-mixing whore!" I rushed Leo out of there, while my father followed us to the driveway and shouted, "If you walk away with that monkey, you are dead to this family forever." Then he spit on Leo's car and added, "I hope your mongrel babies grow up knowing their mother chose jungle fever over her own blood." 5 years later, Leo and I are married with twin daughters who are absolutely perfect. I teach art at an inner-city school, and Leo runs a nonprofit for underprivileged kids. My family changed their last name to erase any connection to me and told everyone I died in a skiing accident. My younger brother sends me Christmas cards in secret, but he has to mail them to my work address because my parents monitor his mail. I lost my inheritance, my trust fund, and my family name, and Leo has a scar on his shoulder that will never fade. But I gained something that my parents will never understand: a love that sees souls instead of skin color, and children who will grow up knowing that people matter more than pedigree.